If you think you don't have time to meditate, or that you can't sit still long enough to make it work, you're looking at it exactly the way modern life taught you to. True mindfulness doesn't require a yoga mat or crossed legs. It requires a shift in perspective. Let's bypass the struggle and make it practical. Let's discover how to find stillness in the middle of the noise. Welcome to Eastern Wisdom for Modern Living, a space designed for you to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with ancient traditions tailored for our busy modern lives. I'm Tao Tu, the creator of Tao Chi, and I'm grateful you're here. In today's episode, Buddhist monk Phra KK shares teachings on meditation and how contemplative practice can support mental clarity, emotional well-being, and daily life. Prasing, thank you very much for taking the time to share your knowledge and experience about Buddhism and meditation.
You're welcome.
So, I would like to start asking about how people feel nowadays. A lot of anxiety, a lot of overstimulation, a bit of emotional overwhelmed. So why do you think the modern mind suffers so much in this modern area where we have so much comfortable surroundings and convenience?
Well, thank you so much, Miss Tao, right?
Yes.
I think, according to my opinion, people are very busy nowadays, You don't have time. A lot of stress, anxious, anxiety, worries because of no balance. Always work, 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 money, 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 family, these, that. But they don't have time for themselves. Like what? How much we take to the body, that much we don't take to the mind. We work to earn, get, gaining, gaining, gaining. It's not enough. You have to take care of your mind. You should have time for you.
So how do we take care of the mind?
Of course, meditation is one way to take care of your mind for the mental health, for inner peace, how to train your busy mind, or we call monkey mind, monkey brain, how to let it calm, to feel the tranquil, the peace state of your mind. That's what I told to my friends and my students as well. External and internal, you have to balance.
So that's a good point because I think in Buddhism there's a perspective that suffering doesn't only come from external events, but is also about how our mind relates to these events and interpret these events and attach to events. So what is the Buddhist perspective on that?
This is a good question. When we talk about suffering, actually I don't want suffering, you don't want suffering, no one wants suffering. But suffering is part of life. You cannot control it. It will happen. It's the truth of nature, the law of nature. If you study the Four Noble Truths in Buddhism, truth of suffering, physically and mentally. Cause of suffering. Why do you suffer? We call cessation, not a sensation. Cessation of suffering or end of suffering. Then path, the end of suffering. And the path to end of suffering, there's a middle path or middle way. And that is the balance. The Noble Eightfold Path. So suffering can escape, or you cannot run away. You cannot control it, because English word controlling, Buddhist way of teaching, controlling not the same. What you can control, control it. What you cannot control, you have to accept and let it go. So that's why suffering should accept. Once you meditate, you don't meditate to control your mind. You meditate to understand what happened to your mind and body. So when you meditate to keep calm your mind, let's say you concentrate, you practice mindfulness or breathing exercise. We call anapanasati, breathing in, breathing out, in and out. While you sit 20, 30 minutes, you start to get pain up your back, numbing. That's what? Physical suffering. You don't want, I don't want. What has happened? It's the nature. It's the truth. What I have to do? Be mindful, be aware on that, acknowledge on that. That's called Vedananupasana. If you study the Vipassana, mindfulness of feelings from the body. So when I get too much pain, suffer from my body, it's come to my mind, emotions. And mentally, I could feel what? Frustration, mentally suffer, mentally stress, or could be angry. Angry also is emotionally, mentally suffer. So what I have to do? I have to practice mindfulness of emotion. I know that I'm frustrating. You have to accept it, allow it, not to control. If you try, I will never get pain from my body and my mind, you will get more and more. So you allow, you acknowledge on that, you be aware on that. That's called the mindfulness of the feelings and emotions. And if you really don't dwelling, don't try to control on that, then let's say physically still pain, but mentally you will not frustrate it. And physical pain, it will not long last for 24 hours, 1 day, or 1 week, or 1 month. It's come and gone. You just kind of came back from 2-day meditation retreat, right? When you are meditating, you get pain. That pain doesn't exist now. It's gone. So you need to know the impermanence, temporary. Your mind, your body, your emotion, your feelings, your thoughts, everything. One day will change. But the thing is, like you, like me, someone, it's not easy without practice. That's why people struggle.
Don't dwell on it. I think, can you give us some tips or cues, because it sounds easy to say, but it's more difficult to do. So how can we do to not dwell on emotions or thoughts?
For example, let's say an example, boyfriend and girlfriend, they love each other, and anyhow they break up. So it's either suffer emotionally because they love each other, they want to stay together, somehow they separated. So both emotionally, mentally stressed. In that way, either girlfriend or boyfriend should allow it. Okay, I'm break up now with my boyfriend or with my girlfriend. I'm stressed. Know it. I know that I'm stressed. But don't put why I'm stressed. If you put why I'm stressed because I break up with my boyfriend or girlfriend, I used to love him or her so much, this and that, blah, 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 blah. It's endless. You are not only open the door, you're always pulling the door. You have to spend the energy. It's endless, It's not like you are holding like this. Attached, not like this. You're pushing too much. You see? Too much. It's kind of what? There's a chain. A chain, okay? Chain of emotions, feelings or thoughts, positive or negative. You pull and you bind it. You tie too much. That means dwelling. Tie too much. More you tie, more you stress. More you tie, more you stress. That's why you have to learn how not to dwell means what? Accept the reality, any emotion, feeling, thoughts. And free means let it go. You are right, easy to say, not easy to do. Because we talk too much, we silent less. Saying doesn't change, doing will change.
So in the ordinary world, I think people think that when they understand a situation, they can let go better. But when they don't understand, something gets stuck. So what is the teaching you would share about that perspective?
Of course, I think, many Western people, many Eastern, Western, doesn't matter. Many people, they read a lot of books. People are so smart. Even some people, they read the book more than a monk. More than a monk. Many books they read. They are smart, they have a lot of knowledge. Not enough. You have to practice understanding from practice, the reality you face. So, only the knowledge reading not enough. You have to bring the wisdom. There are some problems that you have, that I have, that some people has. By the knowledge, by the saying, doesn't change without doing the knowledge. Not knowledge, sorry. Wisdom. Knowledge you learn from books, from anyone, from the university. But once you apply in your life, once you practice, once you know the reality from your inside, that is the wisdom. So some problem you cannot solve by the knowledge. You have to solve by your wisdom, the real experience. That's why saying that's a knowledge, doing that's the wisdom, something like that.
So for you, wisdom is practice.
Practice.
So some people see meditation as a task for monks and not practical for ordinary life. And you mentioned earlier, a lot of people don't have time to meditate. So in your teachings, how do you shift that mindset?
I think we should learn not to excuse. When you want to do something good, meditation, one of the biggest generosity, one of the good deed, good action. I believe, you don't have to be Buddhist. It's not important to be Buddhist to meditate. It's important to meditate, to live a better life, peaceful life, even to make the better world. So that's why, don't excuse. When you want to do something, you need the right intention. Don't excuse to you. Just do it how long you possible. That's why you can meditate two ways. One is the formal, other one is the informal. Very important. Once you do formal every day, it can help you to do it informally. Okay? But people, they don't excuse, I have no time. Twice a day.
So sorry, what is formal and informal?
Formal means you have to do it regularly. Minimum twice a day. Okay, you think that I'm beginner, someone say that I'm very beginner. It's hard for me to meditate twice a day. Start once a day. Do it every morning. Start a day. If you can do twice a day, that's a key balance. When I'm saying formal meditation twice a day, minimum 20 to 30 minutes. When you start a day to meditate, to keep calm your mind, at least learn to silence, keep calm the mind. You pure your mind. You develop your generosity, your wisdom. Practice. All day you have a good day. Then all day you can apply what? Informal. Whatever you do. You eat food, you shower, you cook, you clean, whatever you do. Anything you do. You work at the workplace also can use the mindfulness. Whatever you do, if you do it mindfully, know it. You lost your mind, bring your mind back. That's the informal meditation. In the end of the day, at least before you sleep, after your shower, clean your body, not enough. To keep balance, clean the mind, meditate. It can help you to keep calm your mind and helps you to sleep well.
So many people who come to me, they find easier to listen to some guided meditations, maybe in some app like Headspace or Petit Bamboo. So what do you think about those guided meditations?
It's easier to meditate when someone guides you. For example, we talk each other mindfully. What I say, you listen. What you say, I listen. That's more easy. That's good. The guided meditation or any apps. But if you can guide it yourself, that's more better.
Okay. But as a path, maybe start with
Yeah,
the
start
guided
with the guided.
meditation, and then at some point in time when one feels ready,
Yes,
do on your own.
on yourself. Because once you guide yourself, that's more better, I guess. You know yourself. You can control, or you can, how to say, accept. What do you call? You understand yourself. That's more important, more than someone guided you.
So you mentioned mindfulness and meditation. I think a lot of time these two concepts are a bit intertwined. What is the relationship between mindfulness and meditation?
Well, actually, everyone say that meditation or Buddhist meditation and the mindfulness is the same or different. But actually, when you practice meditation, it's all about mindfulness practice. It's all about mindfulness practice. If you start the practice called samatha kammatthana, that means what? Concentration meditation. So how can you concentrate without mindfulness? You concentrate to an object. People misunderstand about meditation. Some people say, how can I make my mind empty? How can I meditate? No, that's not correct, to be honest, according to my experience. If you meditate to make your mind empty, then more thoughts, more emotion, more feelings will come. It's like you're giving the banana to the monkeys, a lot of monkeys. When you bring the bananas, many monkeys will come. Something like that. So what do you do? Start with the concentration. Meditation is all about the mindfulness. So I recommend to the beginner, I call baby meditators, start with the concentration. Don't think you have to make your mind empty. It's to concentrate mindfully, focus to an object. It's kind of the glass, what do you call it?
Magnifier.
That kind of glass, the tiny thing, you really focus, you concentrate mindfully. That's mindfulness. Okay? So that help your monkey brain, monkey mind focus to an object. Like what? I practice mindfulness of breathing exercise. We call anapanasati. Ana means breathing in, pana means breathing out. Sati means mindfulness. Okay? With an object to keep calm your mind. But definitely you will lose your concentrate. Me, you, everyone. Get pain, numbing, sleepy, like thinking, the thoughts, emotion, feelings. Sometimes when I meditate, I get sleepy or feel boring again and again, boring. Or I feel what? Restless. I think, oh, I need rest. Those things happen, it's normal. At the time, you have to move to the sati pattanasi. It's a part of vipassana. That's also mindfulness. We call 4 foundation of mindfulness. There's also mindfulness practice. Mindfulness of body, what happened to your body? And mindfulness to the mind. Mind means what? Your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts are thinking. If you get thoughts, then be mindful on your thoughts. Know that I'm thinking. As I told you, should not dwell, should not bind it, should not pull. Know, feel, accept, let it go. To let it go, you have to bring your mind back to what? The concentration, the magnify, or what do you call? Focus, one thing, one object. So meditation means mindfulness. It's all about mindfulness practice. And I told you informally, let's say, okay, you see, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee. I can practice mindfulness. I do that. That's it. How do I practice? I move my hand, I hold it, I feel, I bring to my mouth, I put in my mouth, I feel the tea or coffee I'm drinking, I'm drinking slowly, and I take out, I put it down, down, and down. If I lost my mind, I have to bring my mind. So this is also what? Mindfulness on a cup of tea or coffee. This more informal way.
Would you say that is the opposite of multitasking? Because that's how life is. We are doing multiple things in one time.
Yes, but informally you can do anything. You clean your room, know that I'm cleaning. But the thing is what? We practice less. We put more thoughts, more emotions, we let our mind jumping here and there. I think practice will change you, definitely. When I teach on the board, I write something. I were not like that before. Even I can't write clearly. I cannot write clearly. If I start here, it goes there. If I start here, it goes there. Cannot write, how do you go? In line. Straight. I cannot write it. I cannot, my pronunciation were not good. And this all about mindfulness practice. Now I can write very clearly. Even I write backward. I join this word. If you try, you cannot do that. What I can do? Because practice changed a lot to me. And I'm teaching meditation 15 years. At the beginning, I cannot even meditate myself for 20 minutes. Now I'm teaching for 15 years. Practice. Like Buddha, if he got enlightened, why not you? He got enlightened because of meditation practice, 6 years.
Buddhism, and
something like that.
You explain in your teachings that it's a philosophy or a way of life. So,
well, we say Buddhist meditation. That's what we say. Or you can hear from so many Buddhist countries or Buddhist monks or Buddhist people. But according to my understanding, we say Buddhist meditation. But who want to practice meditation? It's not important to become a Buddhist and meditate. I don't think you have to be a Buddhist to meditate because of the Buddhist meditation. I don't think so. It's not important to be Buddhist. More important to practice. Or if you're very religious, I don't want Buddhist meditation. Follow any kind of meditation. There are several types of meditation. Even if you think you're a Christian, if you pray to God, how long you pray, I believe that's kind of meditation that you keep calm and feel peace. Or if you think you're a Muslim, they pray 5 times to Allah. That's kind of their meditation. Pray. For me, I respect all religions, all different gender. My love and respect should not discriminate. That's what I learned from Buddhism, guys. I think it's no matter different religion, different gender, rich or poor, black or white. The matter, less hatred, less violence, less war, less killing, less fighting, less conflict. The matter is what? Live together with peace and happiness in harmony. This is the matter. If I say peace to the Buddhists, peace to me, peace to my family, that's not balance. There's no peace to the world. Sabbe satta sukhita hantu means what? Make all living beings in this world be peace, be happy. We say the nirvana. What is the meaning of nirvana? No suffering. Freedom from suffering. It means what? Peace. You can feel it. Anyone can feel it. The state of mind, state of heart. You have to practice.
So talking about the heart, I think in the modern view, there's also this thinking that the thoughts is the mind and the emotions is in the heart. So how, like, do you see the heart as a different, is it just an organ or is it part of this higher real?
Well, I'm not sure about it because science could say something different. But according to my understanding, especially the Theravada Buddhist tradition we practice, if you study the Sanskrit, we call Sanskrit in Thai language. Sanskrit, they call Atma. It means soul. So Buddhist way, it's not exactly soul. It's the mind. Mind. So we have the body and mind. In Vipassana meditation, we talk about Nama and Rupa, body and mind, or mind and body. So that's why I was talking about the balance between mind and body. We take care of the body, not the mind. That's why we struggle a lot. We always work, no time, find money. You have time for work hard, find money. You have no time for meditate, for inner peace. You have big car, big house, a lot of money, but stress. Because of no balance, That's why people are having a lot of anxiety, depression, worries, or tense, whatever you say. So, the mind actually lead everything. The mind lead everything. You see, 5 fingers. This is the body, only one. These all are the mind.
So there's multiple, the mind is
thoughts, emotions, feelings, your consciousness, mental formation, 6 senses, whatever. It's all state of mind, not the body. But I don't mean that you take care of the body, you have to take care of the mind. Balance. But problem, we always take care one, we don't take care full. No balance within mind and body, So, body do not lead the mind. The mind lead the body and everything. Okay? So mind is the big boss. Okay, alright? And the heart is right here, left side. Most of the people hurt the left side. It's kind of organ, the heart. Sometimes for me, if I drink Nescafe, in Thailand, Nescafe 3-in-1.
Yes.
I don't know. I have some psychological problems. My heartbeat. I don't know now if you've ever experienced or not. I experienced. That's why I have to take black coffee without sugar or tea. Me, I cannot drink. If you want to kill me, bring that Nescafe. Yes. I feel heart, that's called heartbeat, and I feel not good. That's the heart, not the mind. Okay? But it's connected, to be honest. Okay. Both are important, but the mind leads everything. Someone, for example, I got accident. I lost my arm. Just an example. Physically, I suffer. Mentally stressed. I don't have arm anymore. But if mentally strong, you lost your arm, but you will not mentally suffer. That's the mind. So your thoughts, emotion, feelings, perceptions, consciousness, mental formation, 6 senses, everything state of mind. Your mind is good. It even healing a lot of mentally depression, anxious, anxiety, worries, or tense. That's why I used to tell you before and to other people. Meditation, it's a medication for the mind. Even more you meditate, less your anger. More you become generous person. Loving kindness, compassion, sympathy, those arise. More you meditate, more it's clean your mind, clean your heart too. More you meditate, more you're wise. Because meditation, you don't learn, you practice. That's why it's develop the wisdom. Even you go to longer retreat. Not you don't have time, you guys, you from France, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you people excuse a lot, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to meditate. Start 5 minutes. Move to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Enough. It's good enough. If you can do 30 minutes morning, 30 minutes evening. But that 30 minutes can encourage you. Million numbers start from one. I cannot teach before for 10 hours in a day. I have experienced 15 hours teaching one day. At the beginning, I can't. I told you already. I cannot meditate myself for 20 minutes. I cannot focus, concentrate. But at least I learned to be patient 20 minutes. Silent. I can think whatever, okay? One step. I learned to patience. 20 minutes. I learned to keep silence. Then second step, okay, concentrate 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I lost my mind. At least I learned how to be mindful, not to follow the thoughts, emotion, feelings, monkey brain. At least I learned to bring my mind back. That's changed me more and more and more.
So I noticed the importance of silence during retreats or when we do meditation. So why is it so important, silence?
Because silence, to me, is a sign. How do you call sign? The sign of peace. Violence is a sign of war, stress, suffering. That's why when you meditate silence, it helps you, not violence, no stress. Calm the mind. At least to learn how to balance. How much we talk every day, that much we don't silence. So no balance. So when you meditate, you have to meditate silently. At least to keep calm your mind and learn, to keep peace. Because silence is peace. That's why, that's why we used to talk about the meditation, Buddhist meditation, Buddhism. It's not important to be Buddhist, important to meditate. I wish if every people in this world, if they meditate, the world will be more peaceful world. Peaceful world. Silence. When you go to a funeral ceremony or someone passed away, they keep at least 1 minute, 2 minute bow of silence. Because of what? Rest in peace. Peace. Keep remember, every questions, the answer is now yes or no. Yes or no. But some answer, the best answer, could be silence. Yes.
Would it mean I don't know? Also?
No. There's no word.
No word.
No word. You can ask me, do you like this? Yes. You like this? No. But sometimes between yes and no is a silence. Yes.
Okay. And the concept of meditation develops generosity, and there's this saying that giving is receiving.
Yeah, gaining is not only balance if you never give or share to others. So I share time with you. That's what I give. And you will going to share with someone. That's what you're sharing, giving. So you get the video or whatever. It's not only for you, for others. It's kind of with saving good seed and with planning and take care well. And when tree grow up, there will be more fruit and more seeds. is to make the world a better world. We will not have problem of oxygen. If we have no oxygen, stress, people die. Something like that.
Okay. So thank you so much for sharing your time and sharing your wisdom and knowledge all in this session. Just to close off, because I would really like to encourage people to take a first step.
Yes.
And I was very inspired by the way you teach. What do you think about closing the session with a movement meditation? Because I thought that was, yes.
Okay.
So we feel that if I... Let's summarize the key takeaways from today's session. Mindfulness prepares you. It sets the stage for deeper meditation. The core is practice. True benefits come from doing, not just knowing. Observe, don't control. Watch your thoughts without dwelling in them. Meditation is medication for the mind. It is a practical tool for modern mental wellness. Buddhism is a way of life. It is a philosophy for everyday living.